Gauge that DEWA has is insane right now. I think the Kalia is absolutely a non-factor. There is no chance at all. They're gonna go for a pickoff somehow and not get penalty zoned. I'm offended. Or tectonic charge. There's just way too much AoE. GEEK have to find like a split angle, like a skirmish angle.
In other words, DEWA has a very good counter initiation, especially the way they respond. The way they will respond to the Tsunami Slam will be very pivotal. Let's take a look at the draft index there, favoring DEWA.
Yep. No surprise there. The follow-up is ridiculous. They have a lot of CC. This is a team who's been on the run. They are on a win streak and they want to prolong it.
Can the gods do just that? One win away for a potential playoffs qualification. They have been missing that playoff spot for quite some time now. Land of Dawn, with its broken walls, will be witness of match 1. GEEKFAM against DEWA United.
All right, boys, let's see how this gun goes. Purify is available for both mid laners. Octa on the Tsushin, somehow, some way. Octa on a meta hero seems like an odd sight to see. Clash of the Young Bloods though, Make Kids and Ray. Again, not exactly Young Blood, but let's see, man. One known for good retributions, the other known for massive plays, but look at Kennyskie.
Oh, that is an interesting flick there. Wonder if it's a... I think it has to be a mistap, no? Why would... Okay.
Or maybe he was under threat of the third shot too, but yeah, the flicker was forced, obviously. Very good from DEWA. Emblems though, Harashi.
Bargain Hunter for the Kimi, so a boy playing a dangerous game right here, but so is Octa. No tenacity. He knows with the amount of front line and the amount of crowd control available, there is no way he's gonna be bursted down before he can respond, but look at the boy!
Yeah, he's walking up a bit too aggressively. Octa does not have the mana, luckily for a boy, but it's a win in the mid lane for DEWA United.
Seems like DEWA has a stronger mid prio here. Do you agree, Harashi?
I mean, Grok in the mid lane, dude, it is an awful thing to try and get lane prio against. Especially with this Kalia Kimi, you cannot take short trades, so you're waiting for those big moments, but Octa?
It's gonna be fine. Make it Phantom Executioned back, and Kin against Gobs. The CC Terizla matchup.
Depending on how you want to go. You can clear well, you can sustain very well, especially after the War Axe. And tenacity, tankiness, he's got the body of Smith, no problem. Some damage.
That ends up being pretty good for DEWA. They're going to be all 4 here. Kennyskie also all 4. Octa the pull, as he was penalty zone, locking him down as well. Tectonic charge! But it's Make Kids who secures the neutral objective.
That was a very good tech charge, but no follow-up. Is that DEWA lacking damage?
I think that's DEWA not close enough to detect the action. I think GEEK did a great job approaching and starting that neutral objective so much earlier. I thought it was a mistake, because again, you don't want to team fight S5 against this composition, you know? But they were able to get it fast enough that DEWA can't really respond as quickly, and it's a clean sweep for DEWA in the talent prediction.
No dissent, unanimous decision. 2-0s galore for DEWA United. GEEKFAM, they will set their sights on breaking those expectations, breaking those predictions, but so far, DEWA has been able to show a glimmer of what their team fight will look like, that tech charge. But is it only gonna be DEWA relying on Mueza to engage, or is there gonna be someone else?
Absolutely not, dude. Maybe can engage, can as well, but look at this.
That's gonna be Mueza taken down, should be first blood to Make Kids. Turtle 1 and first blood.
Didn't seem like he was ready and prepared for that, engage immediately. The immunity from crowd control wasn't used up. Octa went for the mana boots, by the way, so he recognizes that the Tsushin right now is still very, very strong, but you are so mana hungry in the lane, it's ridiculous, dude. So they are showing that they want to go for this early game style and get so much more advantage, ideally.
The struggle for most Tsushin players is the lack of mana. Obviously, you need as much mana because you're constantly on the zone, constantly on poke towards GEEKFAM. DEWA, they are still trying to wait for that timer to go. 20 seconds to the turtle. Make Kids has the War Axe, so he will have the sustainability. More lifesteal too, or spell vamp rather, for that Lancelot. Down bottom though, it's an island. The Terizla up against the CC. Seems like a non-lane down bottom.
Exactly, with the amount of clear and sustain, that's usually how the lane ends up being. Because there's no real reason to go for a proper all-in. Now with the turtle spawning and Kin already in position, look to DEWA to make the first move, and they have the cards for now.
Where's that? Might look for the tech charge. He's still on standby. Octa too will try to back off with the Crimson Beacon.
And they're all grouped up. Penalty zone. Good reaction by Kennyskie. Able to flick around now, but Gob's going to be pulled back by the Ruby. It's Ray winning on the Retribution as Moeza pops in the wall, but is not able to go for the tectonic charge. It's Ray picking up a kill on Gob. That's going to be a Tsunami Slam as the Conceal gets used defensively. Baloyski still wants more. But DEWA decide to take the turtle and back away.
GEEKFAM still holding very, very closely, gripping all of the team fights in their favor.
Yeah, they're just using the damage potential, the burst that they have, but again, with all the burst damage available, they need a lot more items to threaten frontline members, like a Terizla, like a Grok. Especially in a fight like that, where the targeting is kind of spread out, these members of DEWA can get away with taking a lot more damage than they would usually be able to. Oh boy. Looking at the player goal by Simpati, Kennyskie definitely is scaling up. But they gotta try and get some more here. They are content to play this game for that 5v5.
Yeah, the 5v5 is sought upon, and Kin will be poked. Make hits!
Kenzie able to escape, and he's been clean. The flick around from the penalty zone. Now getting away, Kin in the bottom lane still trying to clear, but this could be bad for him. Curtain call coming down, penalty zone, only onto the mid waves. He's trying to clear it out, and he actually survives. Baloyski with the walk up, Gobs baited in, and Moeza slams him down to the ground.
The explosion, the knockup, is actually around the wall. It's a small advantage that DEWA are definitely taking advantage of.
And that was what happened earlier on in turtle number 1. That tectonic charge onto 4. That was also attributing to the broken walls a map currently. But Kin is under pressure. Moeza is close by. Baloyski, does he want to look for something? No. Their sights will be set on the objective.
Gobs is already going for the chunk down. Octa has Crimson Beacon, gets away from the traction pulse. Gobs walks up. Baloyski missing away with a dash in. A boy. Stack's already there, baby! I'm a fit into the box. They're going to be stopping. The Tsunami Slam are happening. Kenzie picking up the first tag of the game as Kin will get deleted as well. Make it to the back line. Octa with the jump and ready. Ray kiting away, but it will be Kenzie with a double kill.
Wow, GEEKFAM again turning the tide around. DEWA with their 5v5, unable to stop the poke from GEEKFAM. They play the long game.
It's the kite back from GEEKFAM. They did a great job avoiding most of the big crowd controls. They were up against 3 big ones, and they were able to somehow, some way, keep Kennyskie and a boy alive. So with the damage output from the 2 backliners, that was ideal on how the fight should go for GEEKFAM. And not to mention, Kennyskie picked up the Sky Piercer right before that fight. He has 2 stacks to his name.
Wanna go for something here? But I don't think so. So yeah, I think sure DEWA does have that tankiness we're talking about. Make it.
And he's making plays. Phantom execution and the conceal, but Make Kids is too clean with it. Gets away.
Well, back to my point. The later the game goes, I feel like GEEKFAM has the opportunity to just poke DEWA around. Gob.
Kin with a very weird miss at the penalty zone. That's a Tsunami Slam to Purify out straight. Kin taken down by a boy, maybe unable to do much, and it's double Sky Piercer for GEEKFAM, a boy and Kenzie.
Wow, they feel like there's no threat to the backline. In a fighter composition, there's no one to match the range of the Kimi and the Granger. And the assassins, Rave on a assassin/marksman can't really assassinate the way Makids can. So now DEWA find themselves being tanky enough, but being kited way too long for GEEKFAM to get so much more advantage.
Ranger Kimi power too, right? You can really just kite back DEWA. Now item check, anything in particular, Arashi?
Well, Sky Piercer and Malefic Roar for Kenzie, that's already a massive deal. Aside from that, though, again, it's just damage. And an Oracle for Baloyski for more healing. But that's about it. GEEKFAM, they're able to find teamfight value because they have a good amount of AoE themselves with the Traction Pulse and the knockups from Baloyski as well. So DEWA, even though they have a lot of AoE, they want to be careful about their own positioning. They can't tunnel on getting a good engage, that they give GEEKFAM a good engage as well.
Wave up top though for GEEKFAM, and they will start the Lord. DEWA, how will they respond? This is just GEEKFAM just baiting out the Lord and not really committing into it. For DEWA, do they want to play the long game too? A 5v5 will ensue soon enough. Baloyski, hey, balls in their court. But DEWA, still, just waiting for that 5v5 moment to happen. Ray will be on the backside of that. Octa.
They just need to play it slow, and they're doing a pretty good job at doing it. But they've wasted the Crimson Beacon already, GEEKFAM. Can they continue to hold it down? The wave, as Rashi said, is actually pushing back now. So GEEKFAM need to make a move. Aloysi wants to go in, goes in, Tsunami Slam. Mueza gets caught lacking in the penalty zone. Locks the boy, and it's just the boy. Kin all alone in the back line. Kin will fall. That's another as Gobs walks up in the back, gets the curtain call. It's a triple. A maniac about to be a savage for Kennyskie.
And the family stands tall. Gods no more. That was Kennyskie with the savage and the wipeout. They breathe life back to this game, but DEWA, can they hold this? They push mid-side, and they get the Lord too.
Man, great fight there from GEEKFAM. A 5k gold lead, looking to be extended even more. All the stacks for Kennyskie too. Fact of the matter is, no one is threatening this Granger.
GEEKFAM, 8-0 for Kennyskie. This Ranger might just be unstoppable, barring maybe Kin looking for that zone, looking for that engage. But again, Geek has a lot of ways to kite back on towards DEWA. The Kimmy with the traction pulse, Beloyski too with the Tsunami Slam. 528 stacks, 70 stacks in the Sky Piercer too. This just might be the end game for DEWA.
Oh, could be. Why is still pulling down? Target needs to be crisp, clean, make it. Oh, gets called back. Tsunami Slam coming down as well, but it's going to be purified out from a boy. Maybe fallen again. That's Kenzie going legendary. Make it with the red tree and the Thorn rolls already. A boy walks up again. Mueza. No tectonic charge, just a penalty zone to work with. DEWA hiding away slowly but surely. But it's a fully stacked Granger they're up against. God's gonna be targeted down up top. He won't even get taken down though. He pops in the curtain call, turns it around. Tsunami Slam in the bottom lane. DEWA split up. Mountain Shocker coming down. But look at the wave. I don't think they can clear it. Can they? No, they cannot. GEEKFAM get game one away.